Hello everybody, Kerry, Shuck here, joined by Carter Baum. Now Carter, a disappointing weekend last weekend against the Charlotte Checkers, but the Oklahoma City Barons come back and have a great game against the Toronto Marlies.
Yeah, Coach Nelson talked about it post-game, likened it to probably one of the worst games in franchise history last Friday night in Charlotte, a 9-3 loss out there in Carolina. But the Barons rebound very nicely with a 5-3 win here on home ice against Toronto tonight. And it was a back-and-forth game, but really the Barons had a lot of shots on net. They really dominated offensive play. They took some penalties that, Toronto got a couple power play goals back-to-back late in the game, but really Oklahoma City had 42 shots, 42 to 22. They outshot Toronto, almost doubling the Marlies.
This Marlies team is a very good team. Their record even states that. The top line of Anton Lander, Ryan Hamilton, and Tyler Pitlick, they accumulated 3 goals and were very good offensively for the Barons tonight.
Yeah, 3 goals like you mentioned. Anton Lander had a 3-point night. Pitlick had a goal and an assist. Ryan Hamilton had the first goal of the night against his former team. They were gelling really all across the ice, and it was very nice to see the performance from the top line. The Barons had a lot of depth tonight. All 4 lines were playing really well, but especially that top line. And I mean, Anton Lander said after the game they still have work to do, so it can only go up from there. I mean, they performed really well tonight, but it should be exciting to see if Todd Nelson keeps them together and where that line can go.
Now, throughout the game, not as much in the first period, but in the second period, a lot of chippiness, a lot of penalties, and some fights broke out. What did you see from both teams when that happened?
Well, I mean, it did get a little chippy there in the second and third periods, but from that point on, it was a lot of sticking up for your own teammates. There was maybe a hit on the boards. We saw when Pinizzotto stuck up for Stretch, who got hit along the boards. Sticking up for your teammate, really. And Coach Nelson said after the game, really, that it's kind of a proud moment to see when you stick up for your teammates like that. You're putting your team before yourself. And it's really good for the gelling of a team to really come together and bond like that. He also said they probably had a little anger to take out after last Friday's game in Charlotte. But it was really nice to see them all playing well together and sticking up for one another. And it was a physical game, lots of penalty minutes. But for the most part, it was like Coach Nelson said that when you take penalties like that, you always want to take someone off with you, even the manpower on the ice. And most of the time here tonight, there were multiple people going off at the same time. So it wasn't like they were giving the Marlies a whole bunch of power plays. They did score back-to-back power play goals, but it was kind of miscommunication and blown coverages on those 2 goals that really led to it.
Well, next home game here at the Cox Convention Center, February 14th, and that's a pretty special day for the couples in the audience.
It's not a special day for me. It's a Friday for me.
Singles Awareness Day for Carter Baum.
Yeah, if you want to call it that.
Well, get out here. It'll be a great game. The Barons hit home ice again. For the single Carter Baum, I'm Kerry Shuck, Barons TV.